Hello gorgeous people, thank you so much again for joining me here at Of Hills and Hearth. And oh my goodness, this week I really had to pay close attention to my body and just to my needs. Like, you know, I had to just forget about a to-do list or a plan and had to really connect with my energy and what was actually really possible. And, you know, that connection to my quiet voice, the one that whispers like, not now, slow down, go and have a rest, Lisa. What you're doing is perfectly enough. My goodness, that was so hard because there was so many things that I wanted to say yes to. And a lot of these things that I wanted to say yes to were really good things, you know, like taking my daughters to extra classes, forest school and art classes, and loads of different possibilities were available for them. But my body was saying, slow down, Lisa, enough is enough. And so I did. And because I have been in and out of Glasgow quite a lot recently, I just really needed this day just to make something nice. And I did. So this was a little kind of chocolate muffin thing made with butter beans, as you can see, and cocoa powder or cocoa powder. But what I'm going to do is leave the recipe below so that you can check that out if you like. Sometimes being at home can be a little unsettling for me because there's a massive list of to-dos, and I found recently that just, you know, creating a little sweet nourishment moment for myself and for everyone else in the house, then it does help. It's not always easy, but it does actually help ground me a little bit and slow me down, because I could keep going forever and ever until I collapse. That's kind of my reality. I don't know if anybody else feels the same. So yeah, there's a lot of extra work needed to be mindful, to be really aware of the patterns that are in my body and in my mind, and how I create new patterns in my life, you know. Like giving up the ghost of having to do everything. Where does that come from? So funny, I've just popped up to the cabin to grab something and I couldn't find my Crocs, so I grabbed John's muck boots and I've put them on. Honestly, it's like walking in stilts. The sole must be that thick. Don't know if anybody has muck boots. That is weird. They're like big giant cushions. I can hardly even like lift my legs. I'll show you. The weight in these things. Oh. Yeah, anyway, I just thought I would share that really bizarre random moment with you. I think there's a quiet strength in that, you know. I think there's a quiet strength in knowing our limits and in honouring the simple rituals that nourish us. You know, like baking the cookies or going to the pottery class, or just, you know, moments in the garden. And for me, I've got to remember that letting go isn't always a loss. Sometimes it's actually a relief.
Yeah,
And sometimes it is just opening the door to presence, to actually being right here in the moment instead of trying to be everywhere else. So this week I have been practicing, let's just call it soft art of choosing what matters and then letting the rest just fall away gently, in theory. Because sometimes the bravest thing we do is just already simply being enough. And there were some days this week where I only had the physical capacity just for a walk, a simple walk. And this is a house that was gifted to the people of my town so that we could come and be in the grounds. There's loads of acres of ground here. It's absolutely stunning. And just this, breathing in the cool, beautiful Scottish air and just letting the world soften around its edges. And some days my rhythm was really slow and scattered, but I was just really learning to let it be like that. How I needed it to be, and not trying to do everything, not trying to do it all, and trusting that quiet strength. What do you think? How do you navigate all the responsibilities and everything that you have to do? I found a really nice little spot, and I'm under a beech tree and I can see the hills in the distance. I don't know if you can see them. They're just up and over there, and this tree's lying really low, so the leaves are like, they're kind of down touching the ground, and they've got this lovely shape to them that's just was really inviting, so I had to come in here. But I've had this bit of a realisation today that I really need to cut down a lot of the running around, the driving back and forth into Glasgow. And I counted it up, and it's about to be 5 days a week that I would be driving from here into the city to take my daughters to their different things. And I think it's time to let some of it go and try and... So in that last conversation there, I go a little bit deeper into it in Patreon, and it's a little bit more personal over there as well. So you're very welcome to come have a little jump over, and I really appreciate all your support over the last wee while as well. And if you'd like, some deeper chats and extra scenes and slower moments behind the camera, then pop on over to the little cozy corner on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I am forever eternally grateful for your support, and I'll see you on the other side.